You're feeling angry and frustrated right now because the life that you are living just feels like the wrong one. Like it just doesn't make any sense anymore. And it's so frustrating. But you can't to the new life, even though you're doing things to manifest and consciously create. You want to use the fire horse energy to shift reality, but you're just frustrated and annoyed that it's not happening. Well, this video is for you. I have walked women around the world to create change and transformation in their lives, to live a life based on soul and to actually embody the life that they want and to actually enjoy it and be able to taste it. Right now, there's something that you once wished for, you're not even enjoying. I manifested a beautiful dream home, and I remember sitting in it feeling super, super anxious and feeling like not enough and feeling like I needed to hustle. I couldn't even enjoy the present moment with the house. So embodiment really is the capacity to hold and enjoy the thing. But you're annoyed because you're doing and you're watching videos and you're listening to podcasts and you're doing all the things that people tell you to do, but it's not working. Well, from my experience, and this is something I have lived my life for the last 10 years, I have been shifting and changing reality with a nervous system and an upbringing with lots of complex and relational traumas. I had to really go deep with my inner work. I think one of the biggest problems with this space is it just does not go deep enough. We have to go so much deeper. Biggest things that I see blocking people to actually embody what they want and have it in their reality. I use the chakra system a lot in my work, so you can find videos on each of them. I will put them down below as well. When it's the root chakra, the thing that's blocking you often is that you don't feel safe to have the thing. So this is all about nervous system regulation. I'll put the video there that we've done before. When it's sacral, it's a lot of shame. I'm not worthy of this thing. I can't have it. I feel bad that other people don't have it. I've got shame from my childhood, from my ancestors. So you want to watch the end of shame video. Number 3 is the solar plexus, and we're talking about this today, which is anger. Lots of sensitive women on this path and sensitive men are not comfortable with anger, often because they had an angry person in their life. So anger and frustration can really get stuck in their system. I'm going to take you through 3 steps of how you process anger today in the heart chakra, which is grief. I've already done a video on that too. So you want to watch all the videos to help you to move these things out of your energetic field, because I know it's annoying and frustrating. It's not here yet because literally all of your systems are not aligned with it yet. You're not fully being a frequency match for the thing that you desire, whether that's love, money, soulmate, friendship, community, visibility, whatever it is that you're calling in, your career, business, whatever it is, you're just not being the version of you that can hold that yet. It's because old shite is hanging out in your energetic system. Anger and frustration right now is getting super activated. We have 5 planets in Aries, so it's lots of fire and lots of I need to take action. I need to move forwards. And then what I'm seeing with clients and in my own journey is we've got all this energy that's like, I need to move forwards. I cannot be in this life anymore. Feeling like you've grown it. I'm witnessing this in clients that it's bigger than just one thing. It's like, I've outgrown my relationship, I've outgrown my home, I've outgrown my career, my corporate job doesn't seem to make sense anymore. I've outgrown friendships. I'm seeing people really massively outgrowing so many things, and they just don't know how to get from there to there. When you're walking through your day and you're like, oh, this house, it annoys me. Or like you've got space in your diary and because you've let go of a load of friends and there's no one there yet. Or you're like working on your business, but you haven't attracted the new clients or the new money to you yet. So all of those things feel really frustrated. And that's a really good sign, because it's like you are being shown that the current level of standards of your life are no longer in alignment with where you are going. So it's a really good sign that you are frustrated, right? Because it's showing you that the current life is not right for you. So I'm going to talk through the 3 steps. First of all, stop gaslighting your anger. Stop shaming yourself for having anger or frustration. See it as just an emotion in your body. And it's actually a higher vibration than shame and things like that. So it's actually a really good sign. And it's a lot of solar plexus energy. It's a lot of like action and movement, but it's stuck because it's just becoming angry, angry at other people, angry at the universe, frustrated. What you want to do, because this can be disempowering, because it can feel like I'm powerless in my situation. I can't do anything to move forwards. This is all out of my control. And just it feeling properly stuck. So you want to stop gaslighting that you feel that way, stop shoving it away, stop not looking at it, stop shaming yourself for it, and just allow yourself to feel the anger, allow yourself to feel the frustration. Some practices here to help. So some of the things I love to do is growl, stomp like a child and move your arms, push a wall and scream, or go to a field. I have a field in my house and just scream openly in the field. Get a boxing bag, punch it out. I got one for Christmas years ago. So helpful. You can also punch a pillow, twist a towel, get the anger and the frustration out of your body, right? I'm annoyed that I don't have the relationship I want. I'm really annoyed with God and the universe because I don't have the money I want yet. Just get that shit out of your system. Write angry letters if you need to. Don't send them. These are all healthy ways for you to process your anger and be honest with yourself, right? Lots of people are pretending to themselves they're not annoyed by their current circumstances. This is safe. You don't have to do it to anyone. You don't have to be horrible to anyone. You certainly don't have to be horrible to yourself, but you do need to process it because it will get stuck in your system and you'll have the activation to move, but part of you will be stopping you. So you really, really, really have to do one of these things and multiple times. Check in with it throughout the day, just checking in like, how am I feeling? Am I annoyed? Am I frustrated? Or when you do a practice like twisting the cloth and pushing the walls and screaming and all the things, when you're doing all those things, you may notice that it moves to shame or it moves to fear or anxiety, right? That's a good thing, right? It's moving, fabulous. Then you can do more regulation. Now, I have done nervous system videos, but it could be something like just breathing or doing like a VU breath or like tapping on yourself. Just a simple practice. And if you do that more and more regularly, it's going to help yourself to process the anger and the frustration in your field. And underneath the anger and frustration, you will find step number 2, which is you are being shown what are the violations? What are the inner and outer boundaries that you need to create? This is number 2 in your life based on that anger, right? So if I am really angry that I'm not being paid enough money, for example, right? What is the action that I need to take because I'm really angry about that, right? It might be to look for a new job. It might be to talk to my boss. It might be something like that. Communicating a boundary to the outside world, okay? It could be something internal, which is I'm so angry that I don't ever express my needs. And I'm going to start to express my needs, right? So it's really looking at what do I need to do internally? What do I need to do externally to be in my power of doing something about this? Like, I'm so angry because it's not happening and I'm really, really annoyed about it. It's like being really honest with yourself. Am I fully being the version of me that, am I taking grounded actions towards that? If I'm not, what boundaries do I need? Do I need to say no to more things? Do I need to cut this activity out of my diary because it doesn't work for me? Do I need to just talk to that person and end that relationship, leave that job? Being really honest to yourself, what those action steps that you need to do, because that's what's really activating you, because something needs to kind of move, right? And it could just be you just need to move the anger and the frustration, or it means that you need to act and you need to do something and you need to get back into your seat of power. The other day, I had this wave of frustration. I've been running my business for about 6 years now. And I was feeling really frustrated with it. I was like doing some like tidy up and I saw how much I have created over the years and I felt really frustrated. Like algorithms hated me and like, people weren't seeing my content. I got into a real baby about it. I properly stomped around, I pushed walls, I punched pillows, and I got really annoyed with the universe and Instagram and social media and all these platforms. And poor me, nobody's letting me be seen. Oh, I'm so annoyed. And I was like stomping around and I moved the energy. And then later I soothed myself after that. So I feel quite like, okay, I've hit the anger, I've moved it. You might want to rock yourself. You might want to have a bath. You might want to like calm your system down a little bit. And when I calmed my system down, I realized that that lack of movement I was frustrated about was actually because of myself, because I was holding myself back, because I was shrinking, because I was not owning my power and my wisdom and what I'm here to do, and hiding and shrinking and making myself palatable and really being in a type of functional freeze response. So I was doing a lot of things, but I wasn't actually getting anywhere because I wasn't coming from the right energy. And I just had to like go, okay, great. No shame, just observing myself and the kind of behaviors that I've had in business. I've done a lot of hustle behavior. I've done a lot of overgiving and really going, okay, noticing that the energy behind the actions I was taking at the time was a lot of people pleasing, a lot of overworking, a lot of like this overextension of energy. And it wasn't actually about receiving. I've actually been afraid of receiving. I've actually been really afraid of being truly seen. I've actually been really afraid of being authentically myself. And when I really sat with that, no shame, just observation, I was like, okay, I know what I need to work on. So the inner and outer boundaries were I need to make sure that everything I create is coming from the most authentic, grounded version of me. I need somebody to help me with keywords and search things on like YouTube, and I found a few people that could help me. I was like, okay, I'm going to get somebody to help me with the strategy, and I'm going to bring in the practice where I record my videos and I do my things, and it's coming from this more deeper, wiser place. We're going to go for that. And I'm also going to work on my receiving. So, can you see how, as frustrated and angry with the universe, I moved the frustration and the anger, and then I began to get clarity of what my next steps are, what my inner boundaries are, what my outer boundaries are, and what I need to do to create movement because I'd shifted out of the anger. What happens with a lot of people is they're ignoring, pretending they don't have the anger. It's getting stuck in their system. Can you hear, even as I'm talking about anger and activation, I'm feeling it in my body because I'm like, yeah, this is how we feel. We're really, really annoyed about the thing. But if we actually just allow ourselves to process it and allow ourselves to work with our nervous system, it will move into something else and you will find the wisdom under it. And number three, that your life is your standards have changed. So the frustration about the job, the frustration about the money, the frustration about the relationship, that is showing you that your standards in life have changed. You want something else. You want more. Do not gaslight yourself for wanting more. Do not be mean to yourself about it. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to evolve to have it. And that's what you're going to have to do. To have the greater thing, the more expansion, the more bigger blessings, you are going to have to evolve to be able to hold that. So get really clear on what those standards are. What are you no longer available for? I'm no longer available for just making the bare minimum in my business. I'm no longer available for barely any views after I've created loads of content. I'm no longer available for a man that I have to chase, right? Like whatever those things are, get really clear. Whatever you're calling in, everything is a relationship. So get really clear about what you're calling in and being like, I'm no longer available for this. I must have this. And this would be nice. So getting yourself really clear on what those standards are. And then the next step would be to actually start to think about who do I need to be? How am I living that shows I am a woman that is living by those standards? Three, you're actually integrated the anger there and you've moved forward with the wisdom step. Number two, you're like evaluating what your inner and outer like interactions with the world is with yourself. And number one is that you're actually processing the anger. You don't have to do this alone. I have a community called It Ends With Me. We do this work of consciously creating, of processing anger, a whole portal that teaches you how to do these things, a community that supports you. I'm there to coach you. Come join us. Just comment below power and I will send you the link. Because what often happens is we get stuck in our emotions, we get stuck in our own minds, we get stuck in our own nervous systems, and therefore we're just spinning, not getting anywhere, or trying to take action and it's not working. And when we clear the anger, that can be really, really helpful. Anger, shame, grief, safety. So do check out those other videos. I'll pop them down below as well so you can have a little binge session. Do let me know if this was helpful. If you would like any other type of videos, let me know below what you're angry and frustrated about. And remember, when I'm talking about anger and frustration, I'm talking about alchemizing it, converting it into wisdom, converting it into your soul step. There's lots of things in the world to be angry about right now, and you absolutely should be, which is why you should be doing that practice. So, for example, if you're really angry about what's going on in the world right now, processing that anger and then feeling into what is my thing that I can do? How can I help the world? What am I here for? Okay, I'm certainly not an activist, right? So I haven't got the nervous system to be an activist, but I certainly can teach people how to be in their power. I can teach people how to consciously create money and to, build a great life and be doing their sole purpose. So that's why I'm here doing this video. And that's my form of activism, setting people free from their human suffering so they can do what they came here to do, right? So remember, even when we're getting activated by things in the outside world, that is a sign within us. The other day, I was activated by something that I saw on the internet and I created some content around it. I processed it and then I created some content and I helped people on the other side of that alchemy process. So let me know if there's things that you're angry about and let me know how you are after you follow these steps. And remember, when we're doing that standard piece, that's really showing us who do I need to become now in order to implement those standards. And if you need help with that, come and join our community. We're having a call next week, the full moon. We have calls on the new moon. We have seasonal calls. We have workshops. You have loads of content to support you on this journey of evolution and growth. So come and join us. We would love to have you there. And I will see you in the next video.